class I am going to discuss about 3-input switch level static CMOS NAND gate design. So first I draw the static CMOS design for NAND gate. This is the simple structure. It is the 3-input NAND gate. I need 3 PMOS transistor. So these 3 transistors are connected in parallel. This terminal namely called as A, B, C. Then I need 3 NMOS transistors. These 3 transistors are connected in series connection. This terminal namely called as ABC. This one is VDD, this one is VSS. Mid of the network, you will get the output Y. So this is the simple static CMOS NAND gate structure. So this structure explanation I give briefly in previous video. If you need it, kindly refer the video. Now I am going to write the Verilog HDL code by using this structure. So in this diagram, we have 4 variables. I am using 4 variables. A, B, C and Y. These 3 variables used as input, this one used as output. Then VDD and VSS is represent supply 0 and supply 1. So this VSS is represent supply 0. This VDD represent supply 1. So in this structure I am using 2 wire connections. So this portion is called as W1. This portion is called as W2. So this is the simple structure. In this structure A, B, C is considered as the input, Y is considered as the output. Then VDD represents supply 1, VSS represents supply 0. Then W1, W2, these 2 signals used for connecting this NMOS transistor. So now I write the Verilog HDL code by using this structure. First write module, then module name switch underscore NAND. So switch underscore NAND is the module name. Followed by I represent what are the variables used in the structure. So in this structure I am using 4 variables A, B, C and Y. So this variable I represent here. Then among these 4 variables, these 3 variables represent input, this variable represent output. Just I mentioned here input A, B, C, followed by output. Output is Y. Then I represent the signals. Supply 0 is represent ground. Then supply 1 is represent PWR. So PWR represent supply 1. Then I mentioned the wire. In this structure I am using 2 wires for connecting A and B. So A, B, C. These 3 transistors are connecting using this wire. So W1 and W2 are mentioned as wire signal. So wire W1, W2. So far we initialize all the variables using in the structure. Now I am going to explain the functions. So PMOS, let me take first PMOS transistor. So PMOS, so within a bracket, first you write the output followed by input. Let me consider the A PMOS transistor. So first you write the output, so output is Y followed by input. So here using input is A and VDD. So VDD represent PWR. So output is Y, comma. input is A, another input is connected to VDD, so VDD represent PWR. Then come to the second PMOS transistor. PMOS. So output is Y followed by input. Input is B and PWR. So Y comma B comma PWR. Then come to third PMOS transistor. So in this third PMOS transistor, this output is Y followed by input signal C and PWR. PMOS output is Y, C comma PWR. Then come to the NMOS transistor. So here NMOS. So let me consider the first transistor. So A transistor. Here the output is Y. The output is Y followed by input A and W1. So A and W1 is the input signal. Output is Y. So Y comma A comma W1. Then come to second NMOS. So NMOS Y comma, sorry, Y is not an output. So let me consider this transistor. So in this transistor, W1 is the output, B and W2 is the input signal. So W1 is the output, B and W2 is the input signal. Then come to the C transistor. So NMOS output is W2 followed by input C comma VSS represent ground. Then N module. So in this PMOS transistor and NMOS transistor, how to fix the signal means. So it's a symbolic representation of NMOS transistor. This one is output. This one is VDD. So it's a control signal. So this control signal is ABC is the control signal. Then this Y is the output signal. This one is VSS is the input signal. So likewise, you mention the output signal and input signal, then control signal for NMOS transistor. Then PMOS transistor. So it's a control signal. This one is input. This one is output. So this for PMOS transistor. This one for NMOS.